everybody. This is the Bar Zone. Guess where I'm at? Bryn Mawr Place, Condominium, 8747 Bryn Mawr. This is the condominium of Missing Person Anthony Catalano from Chicago. We're looking directly in front of it, going in a circle. Across the street is a business park. Looking up to that corner, up above, directly across. Just look at, what do we see? We see a garage from the neighboring building, which is right there. You see it's 8727. So it's a garage, right? And what do we see? Two cameras. So anybody that would have parked their car would have seen from here. Neighboring condominium. The reason for this venture is I'm trying to figure out all the cameras. I walked right up the block from the 8400 block of Cumberland, and I passed T-Mobile. I passed a bunch of business park intersections. See? Now, his car was strategically parked where cameras wouldn't see him. It's too weird. Why would they not see them? It's strange. Here's his building, 8747. We're just looking for all the cameras. That's all that you and me together are going to figure this one out. So here's his, there's the garage. Right now, as we speak, he was last seen of 8747 Bryn Mawr coming out of. Okay, so let's see. What we want to do is to see all the cameras where they would be. Let's see. Here's the business park. Okay, we're approaching right now. There's the building. There it says 8747. We're on Cumberland. We're going to approach Bryn Mawr and Cumberland. It's a busy intersection. We can't be sure which way he went, the missing person Anthony Catalano. We just want to check out where any intersections would be and what any kind of camera. Oh, there's his missing person flyer right now. Right in front of the building that he's missing from. This is the front of the building that missing person Anthony Catalano is from. We're looking for the cameras. Again, missing person flyer. This call, Police Chicago 312-746-8282. Anthony Catalano. He's been missing since March 25th, 2009. Okay, so now there is a park across the street. There's a busy ramp at the intersection. Just looking to see if I can find myself with other cameras pointed around his building to see why in tarnation didn't they figure out who brought his Mercedes back or who grabbed him in his own parking lot. We saw the address. See, River Road. We're at River Road. Anybody see? There's the stoplight. Where is the cameras around here anyway? Interesting. Not enough cameras. I went over by the intersection of Cumberland. Where you get on the expressway, the 90 there, and there's no cameras there, but there's a big parking lot building there. Let's see what we got here. Trying to get all the cameras. I've mentioned this to people that I know in real estate, construction, a lot of local businesses around here. They have construction companies, and I have a few different friends. They do roofing, they do all of that. And they were adjoining booth not too long ago. They're saying that they had a bird's eye view of any kind of cameras. And they said there's 4 cameras, one on each corner of the building. I'm looking for it. Don't really see it. There it is, 8747. That's the building. Right, what do we see directly across the street? We see Forest Preserve. Forest Preserve. What's that? Oh, that must be the light from the camera. Okay, so I'm looking for all the cameras I can find. Catherine Wood. They did like 600 people did a search in 2009, I believe it was, in April. I'm looking for him to the Catherine Wood. Here's another building. There's a building. Whatever it is, FH Passion. Now look. Look on the corner of that building where it says SH Passion. What do you see? You betcha, you see cameras, don't you? Right in the corner of that building is cameras. So, just trying to find all the cameras. So that means that if he went down that street that way, down Cumberland, which is, I want to say that's south, they would have picked it up. If he came up this street this way, or the perpetrator bringing the car back, or something, they would have picked it up down this street here. There's another garage. Check this one out. Okay, I think this might be the actual garage. I don't know. 8747. Bryn Mawr. Let's see. Here's side street. Now, see that camera right above us? If his car was found on this side street, it would have been picked up. Just looking for all the cameras, all the angles. There's more. There's other buildings. There's like 3 in a row, condos. Look right here. Look directly across. You can see into another, where it comes out, there's a camera right there. So, 8747. Bunch of winding road. See the camera from the next one? So if he wasn't seen coming from that way, here's the front of his building. He most certainly was seen coming from this way. See the camera? The way is the pavilion. I have a lot of friends in the pavilion, you know, a lot of people do. That's the pavilion. I didn't believe it was right over here. Look up above. What do we see? Many cameras right in front of the pavilion. Interesting. Okay. Check that one out. Okay. So anybody who came up the street from this way would have picked something up, or came out of this garage would have certainly picked something up. Trying to figure out exactly. I was told that there was a camera on every corner of the building. I'm trying to look for the cameras that are on the top of the building. I can't probably see them. However, over here is the Pavilion parking lot. Very popular place, Pavilion. I'm sure there's got to be cameras there. Look at Pavilion parking lot. So if he parked here, or somebody brought the car along here, because the car was supposed to be brought back, the Mercedes. Look, I can see a camera right here in the Pavilion parking lot, right from here. So, let's see. So there's a lot of views here, isn't there? Let's just take a look at the cameras as we see them. So I'm just pointing that way, Pavilion, but still I'm sure they'd have a camera shot this way. Now let's go on this end. This one is 8727. See the cameras coming out of the garage there? Okay. Cameras right across the way. Pavilion. Anybody came up the street? Look at here. There. What we're gonna do, going around the whole building complex. Here's this with the cameras. Oh my God. I just want to see all the cameras that are close on the around the whole building complex they lived in, or he lived in when he turned up missing, March 25th, 2009. You know, they'd have to go, there's 4 corners of a block, they have to either go east, west, or north or south in a circle. Whoever brought his car back, or whoever grabbed him in the parking lot. That's still up for grabs. He was seen leaving out from the cameras. Here's a business park. He was seen, Tony Catalano. Look at that. The Pavilion, come on. They got cameras there. Come on. He was seen leaving his parking lot throughout the cameras. And then his car was returned. It's now in the police pound and has been for 3 years, with the fingerprints wiped off. Somebody either returned it, or they didn't return it. He got grabbed there, and that's why the fingerprints. They grabbed him out of the car. Look at here. We have Canadian police, railroad police. Probably has nothing to do with his case. Novacare. I'm just doing this to see, go for 4-point perspective around the whole building complex to see what cars, if it, they have to go east, west, north, or south. We're going to figure out what cameras, whoever returned his car would have picked up the drive. Let's just go over here. What's this over here? Is there any? Here's a building complex, West Bryn Mawr. What is that saying? 8619. Is that a camera? I'm just seeing. Oh, okay, those are just lights. I'm seeing any cameras. They have to go around somewhere. Here's back to busy Bryn Mawr. Like I said, T-Mobile's a little bit further, and there's one more phone company further down. Trying to figure out exactly what would be the camera angles that would pick up on why happened to cops. You know, the city, right? Let's assume that, you know, Tony Catalano, he took off and ventured out that day. Let me ask you, is there any special reason why the whole Chicago Police Department throughout the city of Chicago didn't pick up where he ventured to that day? Come on. That's insane in the membrane. Alright, here's another poster. Poor little Tony. Oakview. Oakview. Yeah, they're starting to fade. Missing from the 87 block of Bryn Mawr. Medium, brown hair, hazel eyes. So, there's two huge telephone companies. T-Mobile and another one further that way, and a bunch of building complexes. So, it's called Interpark. Aha. Wrexham. Okay, there's a car coming up from their parking lot right now. Alright, let's look this way. I'm just trying to pick up all the views from every angle. Why wouldn't have somebody seen somebody grabbed? Look it. What do we see? There's Tony's condo way far ahead in the far distance, right? And what do we see? We see another garage door because there's like three condos in a row. And what do we see? Aha! See those cameras? See them? Am I not correct? So, let me ask you. So, if they went, if he drove out and went this way, the cast would know he went this way, and they could follow the city cameras, right? If the perpetrators grabbed him, you're telling me that they didn't get a rim's eye view? If they went this way? You see what I mean? Or if a perpetrator brought his car back. Remember, his car was parked strategically, supposedly that the cameras couldn't pick it up. Or is that a lie? What if, it sounds to me there's something sneaky in a cover up in the police department. Something's up. I'm just getting all the camera views that I possibly can. I believe that's, what, Oak, whatever. Here's Cumberland. It says 8770, 8750, Wilson, Regis, DePaul. Oh, DePaul. Okay. Verizon. Lawson Products. There's a big parking lot right over here. So, hi, how are you? Exactly. Okay, now look at here. You can see. Actually, I'm going to walk this way to him. Hello. Hi, how are you? Guy's walking his dog. Very friendly people around here. Very neighborly. You can see across the way his. Now, let's assume they brought the car back. Strategically parked, so the cameras can't pick that up. Huh. Well, look over here. What do we have over here on this side? Appears that there's, 3 buildings. Here, this one is at 8711 Bryn Mawr. And look at here, it's another garage. The camera's angled on this side. One on that side, you can see somebody going that way, which is, I don't know what direction that is now. I guess that would be considered east. Or behind me, I'm going to go this way, if they went that way, which would be west towards River Road, where we came from at that intersection, River Road and Cumberland. Okay? So, the point is that I'm making this video to get all the camera point of views. I'm sorry, but I don't know exactly where the exact spot was, where his car was brought back. But I will tell you one thing. There ain't no way that nobody didn't pick it up on no camera. See? Bryn Mawr Place Condos. And that one's 8027. Bryn Mawr. And of course, Tony's was located at 87. So let me give a view of the parking lot from this way. See the parking lot? Parking lot. Okay, here's more of the parking lot. I'm not sure if this is a parking lot or a side street, but There's no way. Whether he was... Okay, what I was trying to figure out is maybe he met somebody outside this parking lot here, and they snatched him, pulled him from the car, and wiped the fingerprints off because they had to open the door of the car. That's my theory. Other theories, again, they're saying he went... The whole reason their theory is that way, which is very logical. The whole reason is that they're saying, well, his cameras of his building seen him driving off onto the Wild Blue yonder. So his car was mysteriously brought back. Okay, so back up to the same point, 8747. And I'm going to start walking down Cumberland now, looking for cameras, and I'm going to go towards the direction. I mean, not Cumberland, excuse me, Bryn Mawr. Hi, how are you, sir? I'm going to walk down Bryn Mawr now, and I'm going to go towards the direction now, towards Cumberland. And then we're done with this documentary of trying to figure out, see? And there's the parking lot across the street. There's that corner. Trying to figure out. See? The garage door is coming up and open. People are really nice around here, too. Alright, so let's start walking. We're walking now towards Cumberland. Look at that, for your doggies, for Fido. Isn't that cute? It's a very nice, lucrative area. Lucrative condos. Very safe, security. Cameras all over. Again, Lawson Products, DePaul, Verizon, Regis, Wilson. We're going to walk back now towards Cumberland. And not to mention that if they were to go down Cumberland and River Road and Bryn Mawr, I mean, let's assume they go south at the very next intersection. Of course, wouldn't there be a camera there? And the same thing when they're going to go north. There's got to be somebody that got out of here or brought the car back. There's too much here. So we'll walk a little more, and then I'll go home and retape this and put it in. There goes the pavilion. We're passing it. Here's these. 8711. You see how this road here is Bryn Mawr and the busy street? Okay, I'm going to go completely this way. And what do we see? We see camera. Now this is 3 buildings, but the same building complex, you know what I mean? So all cameras would be connected together, you see? You're not going to tell me going to tell me that the cameras on these buildings, see them? And here's again the street, coming on this street. They had to go with 3 buildings. You're not going to tell me that not one of these cameras in any of these buildings picked up something. Okay, so we're going to walk towards Cumberland and see what else we can get. More cameras. Again, there's his missing person flyer. There it is. And we're passing. Let's see what we can pass. There's a garage there. Just looking for more cameras. Here's a park. It's a business park. Okay, and let's see. Let's just walk to the next intersection. See what we can find. There's the top of that garage. you're not seasick watching this. Hope I don't get seasick recording and watching what I recorded. Oh boy, I'm just trying to get all the angles that I can, and then I'm done, and I'll go home and see what we can do. Make some sorry sensitive. There's the building there. Getting a load of all the little parks, business parks, little buildings. Now, let's see. Offices, Glowstar or something, Glenstar. Look at up there. There's two big satellites. You can see the top of that building. I'm not sure if they'll fit in over there. There's big satellites. Now these are big parking lots people come in and out of. Yeah, I can't believe that there wouldn't be a camera somewhere. There's got to be. So I'm just saying, with all 1,000 points of camera lights, something of these cameras had to have picked up something, and I'm just want to record all the cameras in the area from here until the next busy intersection, West Bryn Mawr Avenue. Yeah, there's cameras on that big building there. How do you like those apples? Yep. Cameras on that building. How do you like those apples? If they would have worked with that building there, if the cops did their job, and if the perpetrator came up this block driving Anthony Catalano Mercedes back to his condo, the cops aren't stupid. They could have used any of these big buildings camera shots as we walk along. Maybe they're less smarter than we think. Maybe they're botched case up. Who knows? Shadow knows. Right now, what we're trying to do is just get all the angles and document them. That's all that we can come up with. That's what I'm saying. Even if Tony ventured off that whole day, you know, let's say he ventured off. Why aren't the cops following it through the city if he got on the expressway? The expressway ramp is right over here. Tell me that there's no expressway cameras? I don't believe you. I don't think so. I'm thinking that he had to have been local. The best is this pavilion. The best is that I think that they grabbed him. He met somebody in his parking lot, didn't know he was going to get kidnapped. They threw him in the trunk because they grabbed him from his car. Oh, what the fingerprint? That's why the fingerprints were wiped off. I'm trying to look for all cameras. That's what I'm doing. I'm thinking that they grabbed him there. Okay, so now we're going to pass T-Mobile. Big building up there. See, he probably parked the car and met somebody that he knew. Never thought he was going to be kidnapped or whatever. Where else could he? It has to be. That's what I'm saying. Doesn't it make sense either way if somebody knew? Look at the owl on top of the roof. We are walking down Bryn Mawr, the 8500 now on Bryn Mawr, and we're just trying to find camera shots. And Missing Person Anthony Catalano has been missing since March 25th, 2009. Ah! Look what I found. See at the corner over there? There's two cameras right there. Or T-Mobile. Alright, let's get walking. I'm just finding any place that has a camera on it to see how the cops didn't do this. And if the car was brought back, wouldn't they have just went through all the traffic lights in the whole area for about 3 miles or 10 miles to see? Come on. They have to have seen that car, that Mercedes being brought back. Or, if it wasn't brought back, here, we'll see this angle of those cameras in front of T-Mobile. If it wasn't brought back, T-Mobile at 8550 Bryn Mawr. Then they grabbed them there. However, maybe if they grabbed them there, well, I would say it's right around the time at 9:30 in the morning. If I were a cop, I would be looking. I'm looking for cameras over here. Oh yeah, there's ones in the lot too. I would have found that whole morning camera shots from the whole area and just sat there and looked at it to see if Tony in fact came back, because he was seen leaving, okay, driving off away from his condo. Okay, so we got U.S. Cellular coming. Well, the next busy intersection, here's a busy 8515 to U.S. Cellular. So, exactly what happened? Cars coming out of here. I'm sure there's cameras inside this garage lot for U.S. Cellular. There's a bus, blue line, goes to the blue line. See the bus? Okay, just looking for camera angles, if there's anything, there's building. Just trying to find all the cameras that would have been picking up anything that day. There's a camera on top of that building, unless it's a lion. Oh, I think it's a camera. 2 of them. Okay. Bryn Mawr and Chester. U.S. Cellular at 8410, I believe. Joggers. He left his condo at 9:30 a.m. So whatever happened, it happened most likely in broad daylight, right? I mean, not broad daylight, because he worked at a tanning salon and he never made it there. So here's a garage. People coming out of the garage tell me that there's no cameras somewhere there. People coming out of the garage. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So he never made it to work, which he owned a tanning salon on Taylor Street. Solar Tanner, I believe it was called, something like that. Taylor Street. So he never made it there. So exactly. The mysterious way, the reason it was brought back on the news this last year when I went to the cops, talking to them, it says, they're saying it's because of the mysterious way it disappeared. That's the whole thing. Is it mysterious, or did the cops botch up the case? That's what me and you and I, we're going to figure this out. We're going to get a whole team of friends in this area. I'll get our camera shots. I'll gather gather together in Facebook under all the Missing Anthony Catalano Facebook pages. There's about 4 of them. Alerts to join, and you're welcome to get your shots. Add your opinion. I'm on YouTube. I'm Miss Barzone, so you can just click into Miss Barzone and see all those. I'm going to come up with the camera shots for this day, which is a nice day. It's like the 28th of August. I wanted to get this done before winter comes. So now we have the busy turn of the street. Okay, so U.S. Cellular Plaza, 2 big flags. Let's see. Camera shots, camera shots, camera shots. Just looking shots. Just looking for camera shots. Camera shots. You know, I seem to have gotten myself caught up in these bushes here. Look at me. And bushes. But what are you gonna do? Okay, just looking for camera shots. There's a garage coming out there. That's where the bus stop is. The expressway is right there at the corner. Oh, there's gonna be a camera right there where those 2, 3 flags are. Come on. See the flags are? Cameras. Holiday Inn across the street. Another big building, similar to. I thought this one was his before, but it's not. This is part of the Holiday Inn. Let's get off the grass before the neighbors start yelling. Let's see. So across the street is 5555 Cumberland. There's a business park across that way. So let's see. This is a pretty building, huh? 8411. This is still Bryn Mawr in this area. Nice poodle. Hello, how are you? Okay, these people are so friendly. Well, we're going to go up to this light, and then that'll be my beginning of my documentary. And oh, look at how there's a cop right there giving somebody a ticket. I don't know if I can. When I walk up to it, you can see it better. I'm picking it up. See, there's cops in this area. They're not stupid. Maybe they're more clever than we think. If that's the same building, wouldn't there be cameras on that building? That's the same building, but it's a similar building. It would have the same stuff. Okay, so where are we at? We're at Gregory. Gregory and Bryn Mawr. Cumberland. Alliance title. More business parks on that street. I mean, you know, somebody has to get on the expressway, don't they? Or let's say they didn't. They went south. So we're going to go up to this light. I don't know, maybe I'll go a little further. I need all the camera views that I can muster before my camera film. I think I got 2 hours on this camera card. So let's see, just looking for a way. I'm sure anybody from Norige knows where I'm at. They've been here 1,000 times. There's a lot of people. I know one thing about Tony in this PS. I had to work out at the gym. I know there's a gym over here. Now it's LA Fitness, but in those days, it was still Bally's. Let's see if this building has cameras. Okay. Hello, who are you? Alright, let's just see what we got going. Maybe I should walk one more block that way. I'm dying to get a street camera. I swear to God. Because if I get a street corner camera, I'm going to punch somebody right in the face. I swear to God. Now we're coming to the intersection where you hit Bryn Mawr and Cumberland here. And we'll take a look. When we do that, we're going to take a look at what is over here. There's another big office building. Well, there's a ramp of clearance for cars to come out. That's the office building. Cumberland. Okay. Alright, let's see what's at this corner when we get to the corner of Catalpa Avenue in Cumberland. Oh, let's just stop. There's the bus stop. There's a big building there. I'm not sure, but that's a parking lot. Okay, we're going to buy houses. Cash fast. Hey, hey. Main thing I'm looking for is a camera. Alright, we have Cumberland. It says 5525. 5525. On Cumberland, 8400 West. These people must think I'm from another country. Here, look, the same building, but, you know, a different building. But it's built, you know, the same way. It looks like the same structure. Sure, the camera views are on that one the same way. I'm looking for the camera on this block. Do you see it? Oh. here, if anything. Bryn Mawr. Well, let's see. Let's walk. I'm gonna go to one more intersection, and then when I find one more camera, then I'm done. Because this has got to get done. I mean, we're gonna retrace the steps, restructure the day that missing person Anthony Catalano turned up missing, the day he became a missing person. And let's assume, okay, we know that the intersection and the expressway is there, right? Where we're at Cumberland and Higgins, near the bus terminal and all that. I did go there first. We'll see where it says Bar Louie. It says Bar Louie, and it also says, I believe that's Holiday Inn. I did go there first. I didn't see any cameras at that intersection. I was going to start there, but then I wanted to make sure I found how close we were to the condo. So let's go here. OCE. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm not going to be satisfied until I find a camera on the street. And then we're done, and then I'll go home and go ahead and download this. I mean an intersection camera, dears. You know, the city cameras. You betcha. Okay, so we're walking south on Cumberland Road, and one side I believe is Norige, and I believe the other side is Chicago. We're just restructuring the day that missing person Anthony Catalano turned up missing. We're looking for cameras, all the cameras that we can muster up in this local area and ask ourselves what the heck the cops were doing. Maybe we'll prove the cops that they did their best. You never know. Wonders never cease. Or we'll come up with something. What, you know what I'm telling them? The Catalano people, family? I'm telling them that that's hogwash. They should go to the state's attorney and get all the cameras, subpoena them through the state's attorney throughout the city and this whole area. Betcha by golly, I bet you they'd find something. You betcha. There's something botched. I know all the missing persons like that.